The 1999 season started with a two-game series against Italy. It proved to be something of a mismatch, with the Springboks scoring a total of 175 points in the two matches. But for Gary Teichmann, the clock was ticking. Riddled with injuries, some were questioning his long-term future in the side. But he got off to a good start with a try against Italy.
Swanepoel takes quickly, gives it to Erasmus. The inside pass taken on by Drotsky. There are Italians infringing there. Swanepoel wants to go himself. It's Erasmus to score. The try is good. Rassi Erasmus, his 8th try for the Springboks. And in fact, it's not Rassi Erasmus, it's Selborne Boom on debut.
Yeah, what an exciting piece of passage of play. I really thought the Springboks were going to sit back and take the 3 points. Caught us all by surprise.
Toy, plenty of space here. Fleck, good hands there to Percy Montgomery. Now Brayton Passer, wonderful hands. He scored 4 tries on his debut for South Africa in Mendoza, and now he gets a try. So the debutants are making their presence felt. Swanepoel, oh, lovely pass for Paulsa. And Brayton Passer is away. It's going to be try number 2. What a wonderful run, and the dive of triumph. Well, he's enjoying him.
Gary Teichmann was very late in joining that. Now he has the ball with his feet. This is real danger for the Italians. And he knocked it on. Wow, what's the referee's decision? He's given a penalty against the Italians. And is it a penalty try? No, in fact, it's a penalty try. Yes, it's for a professional foul. It's a 4th try for South Africa, and Gary Teichmann won't get the credit, but penalty try is as good as anyway.
Erasmus, once again looking for open spaces. Fenter, all 3 of the back row played against Italy in Bologna in 1997. Swanepoel, Erasmus, he's seen a lot of the ball today. There's the former Free State scrum half Werner Swanepoel, stretching clear. They must score here, and they will. It's going to be Happy de Toy. It's his first try for South Africa in his 2nd Test match, and he's very happy.
Given. Boom, now Erasmus gets it away for Brayton Passer. Beautiful footwork, a hat-trick on.
Already been replaced. They'd run out of forwards, basically. Dave van Heslin in his first Test match feeds. Pick up off the back by Voss. And Van Heslin gets it away to his former Marty colleague. Happy de Toy scores his 2nd try. Stay down, stay down. Matsi to Mazzariol. Mazzariol desperate to get his hands on the ball again and didn't want to let go of it. South Africa have it, dug out by Van den Berg. The miss pass from du Toit to Fleck, who's over the halfway line and still going. Robbie Fleck, he might go all the way here. He's got all the pace, and he's going to score. And it's another try on debut.
Kiss of death.
Mazzariol misses his man. Rosselli fumbles. Picked up there by Charles Morea. Van Heslin, du Toit. There's a huge overlap. It's not needed. Oh, it might be needed. Montgomery, he's got it down. Well, he had 3 or 4 bites at the cherry there, did Percy Montgomery, and finally got the ball.
Jovenelli popping it up to Wim Visser. Matsi, Mazzariol, and that was Stoiker who built up a head of steam. Still they go forward through Saviozzi. Dug out by Matsi. Mazzariol deals with it. He hasn't given up. The ball's gone loose. South Africa have a chance. This is Brayton Passer. It's man on man here. Has he got the pace? Well, he chips inside. Where's the ball going? It's going to a South African hand. It's Stefan Terblanche. And Terblanche scores. You can mark that one down to Brayton Passer, though. That's 3.5 tries.
Goes deep for Andre Voss. South Africa go around him very quickly. They've got the weight going, but good defense by the Italians. And eventually it comes over, and it is Narkodrotsky who gets his third try in a Springbok jersey in a test match.
You just have a look at the pack weights as well. You can see that there's not a hell of a lot in that, but nothing in that. Held up at the back by Foss. That's a good scrum from South Africa, but then they lost control, but they have the penalty.
Leave it, leave it.
Oh, a couple more of those might be a penalty try.
A take from Van Hesselen. Has he got over? The referee has credited Dave Van Hesselen with a try.
This is now Corne Krige, force, and beautifully taken by Terblanche. And, well, we've seen Stefan Terblanche playing on the left wing for the first time in a test match start. He played left wing last week, but that's his 11th try.
Italian pressure coming.
That's one thing the Italians do need to do, is get into the Springbok half of the field, but they're not getting any possession to allow them to do that. The drive now from Corne Krige. Van Hesselen. This is Kofi de Toy. He's bottled up by a couple of Italians. And Van Hesselen gets away. This is going to be a second try for the little scrum half.
Well, Dave Van Hesselen can write his name in bold at Kings Park.
8 points to 0. 4 tries, all converted by du Toit. Montgomery shows his speed, looks for Terblanche. Stefan Terblanche flies in for try number 2.
Wel, skitterende 3 daar doen.
We into injury time as Narkodrotsky drives it forward. Van Hesselen, Montgomery hovers, accelerates, bursts through.
It's waiting. It's waiting, no.
So is it time for the Springboks to continue their dominance up front, or maybe with a pushover try?
Stay down.
Well, there's no ask for that. It's taken inside to Corne Krige. Wouldn't he like to score on his debut? But Andre Foss has got his first try for South Africa.
Matsi, Giovanelli. Low tackle by Van den Berg. He has to get down a long way. Can't be controlled there by Christopher Leto. Krige got the tap ahead. He's hunting for a try as the South African captain. Beautifully picked up by Van den Berg, and he puts Terblanche away for his hat trick. Well, Albert Van den Berg did beautifully there. Referee says that you have to wait. Ollie Leroux wants to tap and go. Gives it to Van Hesselen. Drotsky. Leroux, Van Hesselen, the Springboks just building up the pressure, and Robbie Fleck is in for his try. Van Hesselen, and he finds du Toit. We said, is he going to be there? But he look at those. Stefan Terblanche becomes the first South African in history to score 4 tries on 2 occasions. Also did. They've now scored 10 against Italy. Van Straten, Mulder, Fleck. Oh, there's just like a knife through butter. And Dion Kaiser. Go Dion, yes, he's got his try with the first touch of the ball. Van Hesselen, Drotsky, quick hands for Van Straten, Fleck. And here goes Stefan Terblanche. That's it, that's the record. That is his 5th try in the...
Could really have put the cherry on the top for the Springboks. Now the Italians looking to run it from the inside their 22. No question that they would have learned a lot from this tour. And one of those would be the message, welcome to the big league. Stoica. Another run for Montgomery. Back for him, back alongside him is Fleck. And he's got Dion Kaiser on his outside. Again, Fleck looks to go down the midfield. Beautiful pick-up that from Montgomery. Mulder. Onto Corne Krige. Venter. Erasmus, his partner in crime. This is really good handling by the Springboks as well. Mulder into a little bit of space. Sharpie Mulder. He's got Frente alongside him. Can Andre Frente get in? Eventually across to what? This is going to be Dion Kaiser's second try of the match.
Well, there again, we talked about that pressure quickly taken by Swanepoel Montgomery. This could be an 80-meter sprint, but he gets it away to Dion Kaiser. Can he go? This is for number 3. He's going to make it. I think he's going to make it. Yes, he is. Wonderful run.
The stadium clock shows 0. And Stefan de Blanche has another chance. Stefan de Blanche on the inside. The Springboks have caught it. Percy Montgomery with a pass inside to give Charles Marais his first test try. How unselfish can you be?
Swanepoel standing out is Yappy Mulder. Mulder through the gap. And now this is Tablanche. Tablanche knocks it forward in the tackle, surely. Play goes on. Try is awarded. The Springboks have their try. Again Van Oostlin, but he can't find his way through. Darting and ducking little run, but the Welsh defence stood firm. But here's a major test. Montgomery is through. And that's a second Springbok try.
Venter tries to get away from Marshall. Van der Westhuizen, Dutoy also trying the drop, and he reclaims it for Andre Snyman. Snyman has the pace and the power. It's a much steadier scrum by South Africa. Erasmus, Venter. Van der Westhuizen, Montgomery. Plenty of All Black defenders lined up. Van der Westhuizen, Fleck. And still South Africa retain it. Durant puts pressure on the All Blacks. Van der Westhuizen, Dutoy, Erasmus. Erasmus nearly through. Van der Westhuizen!
Dit was fantastische balretensie deur die Springbokke, druk wat toegepas is. Ras Erasmus, hy het baie goed gedoen, hy het deur die eerste verdediger gevang.
And Peter Rousseau is the man who's gone down. Van der Westhuizen, a chance now for Brayton Paulser, back to Van der Westhuizen. Van der Westhuizen, he's just held up short. Still the Springboks have it. Who's going to play it? Is there a chance? Fleck goes. Fleck's got it.
The Millennium Stadium was complete in all its magnificence as a nation who loves singing welcomed the world's rugby nations for the 4th Rugby World Cup tournament.
And as we can hear, a lot of support for our team. Very good run there by Robbie Fleck. He's got a bad ball, bouncing behind the back line.
And this is Andre Venter. Andre Venter has got over the line. The doctor from Bloemfontein, and that is just what the doctor ordered. We had a bit of the slow-mo. You picked it up. We'll see it again, I hope, on slow motion, because you very nearly missed it. Now you'll pick it up. Skin stat.
Well,
Fenta.
Simple move. Scrum in the middle. Very, very good attacking position. US running to the right.
Now it comes wide, and South Africa have lost it. It goes to Murray. Good drive by the Scottish right winger. Armstrong. Montgomery is there. So is Teichmann, but Montgomery has done well. Fenta. Wide for Kaiser. There's space here for Kaiser. For Robbie Fleck. Robbie Fleck will make it all the way. Time South Africa.
Well, that's a fantastic score by South Africa. Percy Montgomery's done absolutely brilliant.
Armstrong, Townsend, that's not out. Wilper LaRue is. Montgomery, plenty of space here. Rousseau is very wide on the outside. There's space here, plenty for Peter Rousseau. Townsend is across. Rousseau changes the direction. Over the Scottish 22. Can South Africa release the ball? There's so many South Africans out wide. Yanni de Beer, Andre Fenta.
Head wide. Lastly.
Van der Westhuizen. That's a good move by Van der Westhuizen. Look at this! Look at this by Ollie LaRue! That was a wonderful decision by US Van der Westhuizen. Oh, huge tackle by 4 South Africans, but still Scotland managed to recycle it. Townsend wide for Murray. Now South Africa seem to be swarming around the Scottish players as they get it. Their rucking has been superb. Townsend wide. Now, and Deon Kaiser, he's been one of the heroes. Can he go all the way? I think he can. It's a wonderful score for Deon Kaiser. He's had a fantastic game. Armstrong, Townsend, preferring to go with the boot and try and get a bit of position. Now it's Montgomery. That's probably a better decision. Murray, the cover for Scotland. That's not out. Brayton Paulser. Something could happen here. He's got to be a little bit careful, but finds a bit of space. Does Brayton Paulser. The question now is the control. That's good ball. This is Robbie Fleck. He's found space. If he can find Montgomery, it's all over. He finds Andre Fenta, and that surely must wrap it up.
I think the South African team would be quite happy with that, conceding the drop there, relieving the pressure, going back, kicking off and starting the game again in the Scottish half.
Well, Colin Hawke said to somebody a minute and a half left to go. This is now Grimes, well snatched away by South Africa. Van der Westhuizen, he will give chase, I assure you of that. Rousseau coming up quickly. Murray was there. Rousseau is, well, look how many South Africans are there. They leave it to the skipper.
Andre Vos became the 49th Springbok captain when he led the side out against Spain at Murrayfield.
Hasn't had too many chances. Garvey, Swanepoel keeping the same momentum. Big tackle there by Dees on Chris Rousseau. Muller, Leonard, Paulser. Well, maybe he's the catalyst that will just open it up. This is Andre Vos. Can he get his second try? Momentum takes him over. And it was Brayton Paulser who created the opening. Against the New Zealand Maoris, against the emerging England side. Swanepoel, De Beer. Good fielding there by Chausti. Peter Muller is up very strongly now. Ollie LaRue gives chase as the left winger. Fratilia covers for Spain. Now gets it away to Dees. Paulser. He's got Andre Vos with him. Paulser decides to go for it. That's brilliant running by Brayton Paulser. He's done it again for Werner Swanepoel.
Well, when he caught that ball, I must be honest, I was saying Brayton, pass it out to the right.
One half down the middle, please.
Swanepoel finding a little space. That's a beautiful scrum half break and Anton Leonard is up in time. Super support by the flanker, and he gets his first international try. Blind away, sometimes one wonders if this isn't a little bit of a waste of time if it doesn't result in a try, but now Andre Vos is looking good with it, and he makes it South Africa's fourth try and Andre Vos' second. Control at the back of this scrum, and the referee has awarded a penalty try. I think it's almost inevitable that there was going to be a penalty try in this game. Full marks for their courage in defence. Vos, Van der Westhuizen, Miller. Now all the forwards are standing way on the other side of the field. Van der Westhuizen, Skinstad decides to go on his own.
He's killed it. Heads away, Reds.
Well, Paul Honus has to give those penalties, otherwise frustration is going to creep in. Then we could have a punch-up. Vos. Oh, nice little dab by Andre Vos, and Peter Miller gets his third test try.
Well, that's great vision from Andre Vos.
One would feel that a skip pass would be part of the order of the day, but Skinstad holds it. Could it be another scrum, a forward try, should I say? Skinstad can't get it over. It's a try, says Paul Honus. He dragged it in, and Bobby Skinstad.
After wins over Scotland and Spain, the Springboks' next game was against Uruguay in Glasgow.
Van der Westhuizen, De Beer, Venter, tried to find Erasmus on the inside. Andre Venter went grovelling for it, did well. This is Skinstad, the long ball. Fleck will get over here. Well, that time he didn't really have to use it, but Robbie Fleck does have this wonderful ability to burst off the mark. Skinstad is out in the backs. It's Ollie Leroux who goes. Well, he went to ground to set up the ruck. Van der Westhuizen, De Beer, Skinstad. Desperate tackle there by Paulia. Van der Westhuizen decided to go on his own. He has such an incredible way of worming his way over, and he does it for the 28th time in his career.
It looks like they're going to do a backline move.
Well, it goes that way. Well, that little grubber, Brendan Venter, is flying. It depends on the bounce. Dion Kaiser.
Well, that is very, very clever play. I said I've been great in the tight phases, in the lineouts, in the mauls, and the scrums. And obviously it's sapping the energy from the South African legs.
Van der Westhuizen, Kaiser. Van der Westhuizen again, plenty of space on the inside. Look at Van der Berg. He's got Andre Venter. Beautiful switch. Andre Venter, Erasmus. Van der Berg has got pace aplenty. Well, Albert Van der Berg comes onto the scene, and bang, he's got a try. And that is a wonderful little start for Albert van den Berg, who gets his first try in Test rugby. Trying to catch it with one hand. Good work there at the line-out, though, for South Africa. De Beer, well held by Aguirre. Sebastian that time. Worked back by Erasmus. Van der Westhuizen gets through one tackle. Now it's Montgomery. Could have a clear run in here, but Van den Berg, look at the sprint away by the lock forward. And what a difference.
Kick it down the pitch, have a go down there. If you make a mistake, you don't get punished that far down the field.
Lucock's been very good in the line-out. Sorry, Joel.
I was going to say, and obviously, if you do force the opposition to give away a penalty, it's within kicking goal, within kicking distance.
Well, Grayson again. This time it is not a good kick at all. Beautifully taken by Rousseau. There were players on his inside, but he couldn't recover. But Montgomery had chance here for Peter Muller. Van der Westhuizen's on the outside. Can he get it down? Yes, says Paul Hovis. Jim Fleming goes up with the arm, and Van der Westhuizen has scored yet another superb try for South Africa. Van der Westhuizen, De Beer, he practiced, he's got it! He's got it! Now it's Durant, gets it wide for Montgomery. De Beer, another drop kick. He's turned. Jannie De Beer watches it. The hand goes up. He's got it again. Van der Westhuizen, here comes the third drop kick. Is it good? Jannie De Beer's watching. Jannie De Beer watch. I don't believe it. It's third time over the bar. And this man, Jannie De Beer, is changing this game around. Van der Westhuizen, Muller. Just setting it up. Here goes De Beer again. Is that going to pop over the crossbar? Yes! My word, it has done it again. Good work there by the forwards. Van der Westhuizen, Erasmus. Narkodrotsky was in quickly. Jannie De Beer, don't believe this. If this guy, he's turned! 5 drop kicks. That has got to be some awesome record. Sort of thing suits South Africa. Andre Force with the control at the back of the scrum. Van der Westhuizen goes, finds Venter. Force is there in support. They leave it for Kaiser, who tried to get the quick pass away. Van der Westhuizen loosens it up. Now Force will be at scrum half. De Beer, the hoist across towards Erasmus's side. Erasmus couldn't get it. Peter Rousseau has wrapped it up for South Africa, if it wasn't wrapped up already. The joy and delight on the South African bench, and despair for England. Van der Westhuizen goes, couldn't get away from Eels. Venter drives it on. Van der Westhuizen, it's a penalty to South Africa. The wind will probably bring it back. He's struck it well. It's there! The score's a level. They will play extra time. He struck that well, the flags go up, and he continues to do so. We're back at 21 all.
But then the drop goal, I mean, I went across the fence as quick as I can, and Rassie was on my inside, and suddenly I just saw him throw the ball and it went, and as I turned around, no, it can't be. And I think that sort of broke the spirit. And although I tried, and Rassie and the guys tried to pick the guys up, I mean, after that drop, Australia just had so much confidence.
Looking good. Montgomery, little bit of a chance here. He's hit that well. Oh, it's struck the crossbar, and it's over! Marshall, Umanga. Cullen, there's a wall of South Africans going up, but he has a chance for Lamu, and he still manages to make ground despite the attentions of about 3 South Africans. Referee waiting for advantage. There's space on the outside. If they decide to run it wide, Brayton Paulser, the little chip, this is where he can actually be very useful. Paulser has opened things up. The bounce is vital. Can he get back? Cullen does this so often. Paulser has got the try. That is magic. Magic. Good attacking position. Montgomery, this for the second. Is it there? Yes, it is.
South Africa will win this game. The All Blacks a desperate attempt to pull something out of the fire, but to no avail. Van der Westhuizen as always. That's it. That's it. The referee's final whistle goes, and South Africa end up as third place.